Hello my dear students. So in this video I will be explaining to you some of the current affairs which are important for all the examinations that are going to be conducted till 2021 June or July. So if you are writing any examination within the time of July, you can use this video to know some of the most important current affairs that took place in the year 2020 and 2021. So if there is any missing part in this video, I will be uploading it later. So students, this is definitely a lecture video for you, an open lecture for you. So I will be explaining all the important points. You must not skip this video. Watch each and every point of this video. It is always better to listen to this lecture than reading out the PDFs. That is why there is no PDF for this section. But if you want to look into some of the most important other PDF section, PDF with explanation videos with the detailed solution, you can check the I button at this top right. I have given the link for 2 of the videos, so you can check over there and watch that important videos which are good for your exam preparation. Okay students, so let us move on to the first question. Sorry, not the first section. Okay, so students, you must never skip this video. Watch this video till the end, and I will be giving each and important detailed points regarding the examination. So Nobel Prize 2020, beginning with that, for outstanding contributions in several categories including chemistry, literature, peace, physics, medicine and economic sciences, the Nobel Prizes are usually given out. So Nobel Prizes for the year 2020 in various fields have been announced by the Nobel Foundation in Stockholm, Sweden. That is very important, Stockholm, Sweden. Okay, between 1901 and 2020, the Nobel Prizes and the prize in economic sciences were awarded 603 times to 962 people and organizations. That is the other important point. Students, if you need, you can take a paper and pen and note some of the important points, because that will definitely help you for a quick revision. If you feel that the digits like that I have told, between 1901 and 2020, it is the award is given 603 times and 962 people and organization. So these digits are very important, students. Sometimes that may ask in the examination. Also, if you are studying the government schemes, try to memorize try to keep in mind the questions like how much crore rupees have been donated for implanting this or for starting this setup or for any other mission. Like that, you need to know exactly the value of the amount that is donated, like 20,000 crore, 25,000 crore, because there are a lot of questions I have seen like that amount is asked. Okay, so digits are very important, students, in studying general awareness for highly competitive examinations. Coming to the next one, physics. So let's see who got the Nobel Prize in Physics in the year 2020. The Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences has decided to award the Nobel Prize in Physics 2020 with one half to Roger Penrose. So for Roger Penrose, for what she got the Nobel Prize, it is for the discovery that the black hole formation is a robust prediction of the general theory of relativity. And the other half is jointly shared by 2 people, Reinhard Gesell and Andrea Chess, for the discovery of a supermassive compact object at the center of our galaxy. So that is the other important point regarding these 3 things. So if you are watching this lecture, you do not have to rely on any other sources, because almost all the important information will be explained by me in this lecture. Okay, coming to the next one, the chemistry. The 2020 Nobel Prize in Chemistry is awarded to Emmanuel Charpentier and Jennifer A. Doudna. Jennifer A. Doudna, Doudna. So there is a code for remembering it, Jennifer A. Doudna, Doudna. So last 3 letters are DNA. So it is something related with it. So let's see what it is. It is they got the Nobel Prize for the development of a method for genome editing. Since Charpentier and Doudna discovered the CRISPR Cas9 genetic scissors in 2012. So if you are good with the biotechnology, you should easily know this. So these are the genetic scissors discovered in the year 2012, and their use has exploded. That was a very good thing for the mankind. That was very important. That was a wonderful invention, discovery by them. So the genetic scissors have taken the life sciences into a new epoch, and in many ways are bringing the greatest benefit to the humankind. So see, that's only the important points you have to remember regarding that chemistry section. Coming to the next one, in the field of medicine. This year's medicine prize is awarded to three scientists who have made a decisive contribution to the fight against bloodborne hepatitis, a major global health problem that causes cirrhosis and liver cancer in people around the world. The Nobel laureate's discovery of hepatitis C virus is a landmark achievement in the ongoing battle against viral diseases. So hope you have got it. The Nobel laureate's discovery of hepatitis C virus is a landmark achievement in the ongoing battle against viral diseases. The 2020 Nobel Prize in Medicine is awarded jointly to, that is very important, these names, to Harvey J. Alter and Michael Houghton and Charles M. Rice for the discovery of hepatitis C virus. Thanks to their discovery, highly sensitive blood tests for the virus are now available, and these have essentially eliminated post-transfusion hepatitis in many parts of the world, greatly improving the global health. So that's the important point you have to remember from there. And students, if you are a new member, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and enable the bell icon. Okay, and also if you like this video, please give it a like. Coming to the next one, literature. The Nobel Prize in Literature for 2020 is awarded to the American poet Louise Gluck. Louise Gluck for her unmistakable poetic voice that with oyster beauty makes individual existence a universal. Louise Gluck made her debut in 1968 with Firstborn. Not that point. Louise Gluck made her debut in 1968 with Firstborn and was soon acclaimed as one of the most prominent poets in American contemporary literature. So hope you have got it. Coming to the next one, in the field of peace. So the heading for that is combating the threat of hunger. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2020 to the World Food Programme (WFP). The World Food Programme is the world's largest humanitarian organization addressing hunger and promoting food security. In 2019, the WFP provided assistance to close to 100 million people in 88 countries who are victims of acute food insecurity and hunger. Hope you have got it. There is nothing much to explain more on it. So these are the only important things you have to remember from the topic. Okay. So coming to the field of economics, the case for the perfect option. This year laureates Paul Milgram. So you have to note this important point. Okay, this is a name. This year laureates are Paul Milgram and Robert Wilson have studied how auctions work. AUCTIONS, auctions work. They have also used their insights to design new auction formats for goods and services that are difficult to sell in a traditional way, such as radio frequencies. Their discoveries have benefited sellers, buyers, and taxpayers around the world. So who are they? Paul Milgram and Robert Wilson for the study of how auctions work. This is the only important point there. Coming to some of the other important point regarding the Nobel Prize. About the Nobel Prize, that is what we are going to explain. The Nobel Prize is a set of annual international awards bestowed in several categories by Swedish and Norwegian institutions in recognition of academic, cultural, or scientific advances. Between 1901 and 2020, the Nobel Prizes and the Prize in Economic Sciences were awarded 603 times to 962 people and organizations. So that is only the important points you have to remember about the Nobel Prize. And if there is anything additional you can comment it on the comment section. That will be good for others. I will be pinning it on our comment section. Okay. So the other important current affairs you have to remember is Tata Power backs Edison Award for Social Innovation. Tata Power backs Edison Award for Social Innovation. The company backs the awards for its Club Energy Switch Off to Switch On campaign. It has brought about 533 participating schools across India, saving over 29.8 million units of power since its start in 2007. Hope you have got it, students. So coming to the other important point is you have to know what is this Edison Award. Is it right? The Edison Awards honors the world's best innovations and innovators. It is to honor excellence in new product and service development, marketing, design and innovation. The award winners represent products and services, leadership and excellence in innovation around four criteria. They are considering four criteria for that: concept, value, delivery and impact. So these are very important. So it is established in the year 1987, very important, in the memory of Thomas Alva Edison, which is also very important. CEO of Tata Power is Praveer Sinha, Praveersinha, Praveer Sinha. So Tata Power headquarters is at Mumbai, Maharashtra. Coming to the next one, the 11th session of the Petersburg Climate Dialogue held. So we are going to see some of the important topics related with it. The Union Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Prakash Javadekar, attended the Petersburg Climate Dialogue and talked about climate technology that must be available at an affordable cost. The 11th session of Petersburg Climate Dialogue was hosted by Germany and it was co-hosted by the United Kingdom. So these are only the important points. If you feel any difficulty in catching up with the speed or anything like that, please kindly reduce the speed of the video or skip back and watch it again, because you can see this same portion. Okay, coming to the next one, Amartya Sen. You all know that. So who is Amartya Sen? Amartya Sen is a Nobel Prize winning economist and philosopher, and the German book trade has chosen this Indian Nobel Prize winning economist and philosopher Amartya Sen for his prestigious 2020 Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, he has been chosen for the prestigious prize for his pioneering work addressing issues of global justice, social inequality in education and healthcare. So that point is very important, students. Amartya Sen, he has been chosen is to be awarded the 2020 Peace Prize of the German book trade. They may be asking question like that: who is awarded the German book trade 2020 Peace Prize? So the answer is Amartya Sen. And one additional point you have to remember is for what? His works on addressing issues of global justice, social inequality in education and healthcare. So that is the only important point you have to remember. Coming to the next important current affair. Indian musician Shofar Shekhar receives the Medal of the Order of Australia. So you have to know what is the Medal of Order of Australia. The Medal of Order of Australia is awarded to the individuals contributing to their community or to Australia globally or domestically. Something related with Australia, which is an international current affairs related with an Indian. So the chances of that question being asked for this examination are above 90%. So please don't skip that. Okay. So what is the name of the musician? Indian musician Shofar Shekhar receives the Medal of Order of Australia. And for what? Indian musician and founder of Kalakruti Music organization in Australia. So who is the Indian musician and founder of Kalakruti Music organization in Australia? It is Shofar Shekhar. Shofar Shekhar will be conferred the Medal of Order of Australia. The Montreal-based artist and lecturer, University of Melbourne, figures in the Queen's Birthday 2020 honors list. She has been chosen for the Medal of the Order for her service to the community and the country. Students, this current affair is very important. Please kindly don't skip this. Coming to the next one. Indian American scientist Ratan Lal wins 2020 World Food Prize. Indian American soil scientist Dr. Ratan Lal has won the World Food Prize for mainstreaming and developing soil centric approach in order to increase food production. So he will be receiving a prize money of US dollar 2,50,000, which is approximately near to 2 crore Indian rupees. So that price amount is also essential, and you have to know this Indian American scientist name. His name is Ratan Lal, and for what he won? He for the food price. He won the food price for increasing the productivity. So that is the important point you have to remember. Okay, so coming to the other important news related with India in the international level. Finland is world's happiest country. The world's happiest country is selected as Finland for the third consecutive time. So you have to know what is the rank of India. India ranks 144, and also India is selected as one of the least happiest countries. In the bottom list falls the Afghanistan, the least happiest country. India is also among the list of the least happiest countries, and the rank is 144. So that is the only important point you have to remember. In the first place is for Finland, and it is for the third consecutive time that they are getting this world's most happiest country title, and which is followed by Denmark and Switzerland. Okay, so these are only the most important points you have to remember. And regarding the United States and the United Kingdom, the United States moves one place backward than the previous year, and it was at the 18th position. The United Kingdom was at the 13th position. So that is all the important thing you have to remember about it. So coming to the other important topic. Hillel Furstenberg and Gregory Margulis win Abel Prize 2020. Two mathematicians, Hillel Furstenberg from Israel and Gregory Margulis, who is a Russian American, shared the 2020 Abel Prize, one of the field's most prestigious awards. The two winners will share 7.5 million Norwegian kroner. So what is the currency of Norway? Norwegian kroner. You have to study accordingly. Study the important points and study the additional points given. You have to, if telling about the Hillel Furstenberg and Gregory Margulis won Abel Prize 2020. So if you are studying, try to study like this. So how? By studying all the detailed points surrounding that particular question. Don't just read the point and go to the next question. Surrounding some important points also remembering is very good, because there is a chance that that question is also asked. For example, Prime Minister's visit to a country. So if he is visiting to a country, for what he visited there, the Prime Minister and President of that country, you have to know the name, the currency of that country, the state capital. So all those important things are good for your knowledge, and that will definitely help you in examination. That is how you must study the general awareness or general studies. Hope this video will definitely help you. Please comment your opinion in the comment section. That will be motivating me to make more videos like this, more lectures like this. Okay, coming to the most important point from that question. So the two winners will share 7.5 million Norwegian kroner, or about US dollar 6,25,000 US dollar, which is a very good amount. So that amount also you have to remember. They will be asking you what is the prize money given to the Hillel Furstenberg and Gregory Margulis prize. Sorry students, sorry, no, these are the names of the winners. Sorry, it is not that. What is the prize money given to the Abel Prize winners 2020, and for what field it is given, and for who it is awarded to the year 2020. So that all you have to consider. So these mathematicians used randomness to cast new light on the certainties of mathematics. According to the Norwegian Academy of Science and Letters announced on 18th March, they will be awarded for pioneering the use of methods from probability and dynamics in group theory, number theory, and combinatorics. So hope you have got some of the important points regarding it. So let's go to the next question. India drops two places to rank 142nd on global press press freedom index. Global Press Freedom Index. The rank of India falls to 142 and later it was 140. Okay. The World Press Freedom Index 2020 murdering of journalists in India in 2019 as against 6 in the year 2018, and the security situation for the country's media might seem on the face. India. The news related to the Global Press Freedom Index of the India is going to be discussed now. The World Press Freedom Index says that with no murder of journalists in India in 2019 as compared to 2018, the security situation in the country has improved. According to the index, there were 6 murders of journalists in the country in 2018. Also, according to this index in India, there have been violations in press freedom, reprisals that were instigated by corrupt local officials and ambushes by political activities. So, you have known about the India, the rank of India, the previous rank of India, and some additional points related with this India. So, students, according to this topic, what I have said about India, that is not important. You have to know the rank of India and the previous rank. So, the present rank is 142, and then the previous it was 140, and India falls by 2 places. So, the real reason I have read it out. So, you have to know which all falls on the top and the bottom list. Norway stands in the highest position of the Global Freedom Index 2020. Norway remains at the top position for the 4th consecutive year. For the 4th consecutive time, they are getting to this top list. Finland ranks the 2nd. So, can you guess which falls on the least or the last bottom topic? It is North Korea. North Korea bottoms at the last places at the last placed at the last position. North Korea ranks 180 out of 180 countries in the world. China and Iran places at China at 177 and Iran at 173 rank. The low ranking of China and Iran has been attributed for hiding information related with the COVID-19 pandemic. Hope you have got it. So you do not need any explanation why North Korea stood at the bottom position. You all know that. But regarding China and Iraq, it is for hiding information regarding the COVID-19 news. They were hiding the real fact, and they were cutting down the other facts and were released by the media. The information released by their media was not true. So that is why China and Iraq falls. Coming to the next important point, the World Press Freedom Index. So what is that? Which authority releases it? The index is compiled and published by Reporters Without Borders of any countries. They are considering everything as whole. A Paris-based non-profit organization. Around 180 countries were ranked in the index. According to the index, South Asia performed the least as compared to all other regions. Hope you have got it. Coming to the next other important Nature Index Table 2020. So Nature Index Table 2020, you have to know what is Nature Index Table 2020. The Nature Index is a database of author affiliation information collated from research articles published in an independently selected group of 82 high quality science journals. The top 5 positions are for the United States of America. First one, second is China, third is Germany, fourth is United Kingdom, and the fifth is Japan. So what is the place of India? India is placed 12th globally in science research output. Rank of India is 12. Okay, so you have got the top 5 countries also. So hope these informations will definitely help you. The Nature Index provides a close to real-time proxy of high-quality research output and collaboration at the institutional, national, and regional level. So these are the important points, current affairs points. Okay, so coming to the next one, DDS wins Monaco Foundation Award. The Deccan Development Society, DDS, a non-governmental organization working with women farmers, has won the Prince Albert II of Monaco Foundation Award. The honor was declared by the Prince Albert II of Monaco Foundation, Vice President and CEO Olivier Venton. The honor of 40,000 euros, which is around rupees 35 lakhs, has been given to the general public. This is in acknowledgement of the people who devote their activities and associations for their profound duty for saving our planet. So hope you have got the important points related with that topic. There is no much explanation here because everything I am explaining to you in a simple language. So coming to the next one, Global Nutrition Report 2020. The Global Nutrition Report 2020 has been published recently with India facing a major malnutrition crisis. It calls for concerted actions to address the gaps and concerns. So key nutrition indicators used in the report. Stunning or low height for age is caused by long-term insufficient nutrient intake and frequent infections. Wasting or low weight for height is a strong predictor of mortality among children under the age of 5, which usually the result of acute significant food shortage and disease. The next point is overweight. It is the condition of having more body fat than the healthy normal body conditions. It is also identified the country as one with the highest rates of domestic inequalities in malnutrition. So students, hope you have got some important points regarding it. Coming to the other important thing. Benjamin Netanyahu appointed as Israel Prime Minister for the fifth time, which is a very important question, students. Benjamin Netanyahu, spelling is Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu appointed as Israel Prime Minister for the fifth time. So, after signing of power sharing deal with rival turned partner Benny Gantz of Blue and White Party, this ended more than 18 months of political deadlock that had 3 stormy elections and multiple rounds of coalition negotiations. Benny Gantz will serve as the alternate Prime Minister as well as Defense Prime Minister. Benny Gantz, Gantz, Benny Gantz. So, hope you have got some of the important points regarding it. Coming to the next important current affairs, the World Investment Report. According to the latest World Investment Report by UNCTAD, the foreign direct investment FDI into India may shrink sharply in 2020 because of coronavirus and the consequent lockdown, supply chain disruptions and economic slowdown after jumping over 20% to $51 billion in 2019. So the highlights of the report are worldwide scenario. We are going to look into the worldwide scenario of this report. According to the report, global FDI flows are forecast to decrease by up to 40% in the year 2020 from their 2019 value of $1.54 trillion. Okay, students. So that is the important thing you have to remember. This would bring FDI below $1 trillion for the first time since 2005. So it is going to be the first time that it is going to be below $1 trillion. In addition, FDI is projected to decrease by a further 5% to 10% in 2021 before initiating a recovery in 2002. Global FDI flows rose modestly in 2019 following sizable declines in 2017 and 2018. Okay, so that is regarding the World Investment Report. Now let us see regarding India. India and the report. India has jumped from 12th position in 2018 to 9th in 2019 on the list of the world's top FDI recipients. According to the report, FDI into India may shrink sharply in 2020 because of COVID-19 and the consequent lockdown, supply chain disruptions and economic slowdown after jumping over 20% to $51 billion in 2019. So hope you have got the important ideas regarding it. The number of greenfield investment announcements in India declined by 4% in the first quarter, and mergers and acquisitions contracted by 58%. Hope you have got that important point. The report also noted that India's most sought after industries, including professional services and the digital sector, could see a faster rebound as global venture capital firms and technology companies continue to show interest in India's market through acquisitions. Okay, students, so coming to the next important current affairs general awareness section. Kubat Kubatbek Boronov appointed as Kyrgyzstan's Prime Minister. So students, this President, Prime Minister and all these all are very important. Kubatbek Boronov appointed as Kyrgyzstan's Prime Minister. Spelling is Kubatbek Kubatbek Boronov appointed as Kyrgyzstan's Prime Minister. So Kubatbek Boronov was appointed as Kyrgyzstan Prime Minister. Kyrgyzstan's President Soronbay Jeenbekov signed an order to appoint him. He succeeded Muhammadkali Abelgayev, who resigned on June 15 following accusations of corruption. So students, hope you have got some important points. Students, it's always better to study this heading only for this type of question. Kubatbek Boronov appointed as Kyrgyzstan's Prime Minister. So the President of Kyrgyzstan is Soronbay Jeenbekov. So this President appointed him. He signed an order to appoint Kubatbek Boronov as the Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan. So coming to the next important one, Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury reappointed as the PAC chairperson. Congress leader in Lok Sabha Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury has been reappointed as chairperson of the Parliament's Public Accounts Committee (PAC), Parliament's Public Accounts Committee, by Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla. Public Accounts Committee. So let us look into what is PAC, Public Accounts Committee. The Public Accounts Committee is a parliamentary committee that audits the expenses of the Indian government. So that is Public Accounts Committee. It was established in 1921 by the Government of India Act 1919. It consists of 22 members, of which 15 are from Lok Sabha and 7 from Rajya Sabha. The Speaker is nominated by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Till 1967, it was headed by the ruling party, while from 1961, it was headed by the opposition. Union ministers cannot become its members. Hope you have got the important points regarding it. Then coming to a next important heading, Sanjay Kothari appointed Central Vigilance Commissioner. The retired bureaucrat Sanjay Kothari was sworn in as the next Central Vigilance Commissioner by President Ramnath Kovind at an official oath-taking ceremony. So that is the only point we have to remember from that section. And Mr. Kothari acted as the secretary to the President of India. He was replaced by Mr. Kapil Dev Tripathi on April 20, 2020. Mr. Tripathi is a 1980 batch IAS officer. He was appointed as CVC in February 2020. So you have to know what is the role of CVC. The Central Vigilance Commissioner carries out corruption investigations against the government officials. However, such investigations can be carried out only after permission of the government. The Central Vigilance Commission cannot direct the CBI officials to initiate inquiries. The Central Vigilance Commission does not have powers to register criminal cases, rather can deal only with vigilance and disciplinary cases. Hope you have got it. Coming to the next important current affairs section, BJP's Bharatiya Janata Party's Shivraj Singh Chauhan sworn as Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister. Chauhan was sworn in the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh thrice since 2005 after Uma Bharati stepped down over a riots case and for later two full terms in 2008 and 2018. 2008 and 2013. Okay, students. He stepped down after the Congress won a narrow majority in the December 2018 Assembly elections, after which the Kamalnath government came to power. So that is only the important thing. Coming to the next one, One Nation, One Ration Card scheme. So the Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, who is that? Sri Ram Vilas Paswan, approved the integration of 5 states and union territories: Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu, with the national cluster under the One Nation, One Ration Card plan. 12 states are already on board the national cluster, namely Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, Jharkhand, Kerala, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Telangana, and Tripura. With this, the facility of national or interstate portability will be available for nearly 60 crore NFSA beneficiaries of 17 states or union territories, and they may lift their entitled quota of food grains from Fair Price Shop FPS of their choice anywhere in these 17 states or union territories by using their same or existing ration card under one nation, one ration card plan. So students, hope you have got these important points related with this current affairs. So do not just have a single reading line of a particular current affairs. Try to study some of the related points around surrounding the current affairs portion. Okay. So the next one is Mustafa Al-Khatimi appointed as the Prime Minister of Iraq. So Mustafa Al-Khatimi has been chosen as Iraq's new Prime Minister. In November 2019, Adel Abdul Mahdi resigned due to massive anti-governmental protest. Since then, it is Mustafa who became the proper Iraq Prime Minister. So that is only the most important things regarding it, students. Then you have to know some of the background related with the Al-Khadimi. Al-Khadimi does not belong to any political party. He was a former intelligence chief and was nominated for the post of Prime Minister in April. He was nominated by the President of Iraq, Barham Salih. He was a vocal opponent of Saddam Hussein. He left Iraq in 1985, settled in UK, living in exile for several years. Khadimi was an editor and columnist of the Iraq Pulse for Al Monitor. Al-Khadimi has been appointed the Prime Minister based on the constitution that was framed in 2005. So students, these are some of the most important current affairs topic, and this is the first time I am giving a lecture like this for the current affairs general aware topic. So students, if you like these kind of lectures, make sure to comment it on the comment section whether I should do more videos of general awareness section classes like this, because this is going to definitely help you for your examination. Students, we haven't completed all the current affairs, but there are a lot of current affairs pending, so I will be making videos like this, but before that I have to know your opinion. Okay students, after that I will be making the continuation, the second part for the series, and if you listen to this lectures, it is definitely going to help you, and this will be free for all the time. Whatever I provide in our channel, it will be always free. So students, there is nothing much to think about it. Please subscribe to this channel and share this important video of current affairs with your friends. So hope you like this video. Then students, for a tip for studying the current affairs portion is, try to study points from a particular source and try to study some more information related to that particular question. Always select a single liner current affairs and try to surround some of the surrounding points such that you can collect a lot of information. So use Google for that. You can use internet is available everywhere now, so you can definitely use it. And all I have to say is wish you all the best for your examination, and let all the points that you study for the general awareness section be with you, but don't delay too much of time studying current affairs or general studies, general awareness or anything like that. Focus on the other important areas too. So these are the only important things I have to speak to you. So thank you friends, we will see you on the next video. Thank you.